your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Your Music Live for yet another week right here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns, and for the next 2+ hours, we're going to be celebrating the joy that is independent music creation. And we can only do it because these fine folks have come on board. Yeah, more than 3 years ago, DroKid started sponsoring this very show. And if you haven't yet discovered the awesomeness that is DroKid, you can check them out. Use the link up there or in the description. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan. And we'll tell you a little more about the DroKid a little later in the show. We've got too much music for me to be rabbiting on. I know I say that every week, but it's true, and it remains true. We're going to kick things off with the 23s. They're back with a very cool new song. I think it's the perfect song to wake us all up and get us started here for the day. So let's kick in with the 23s. Sergeant Breakfast on Your Music Live. Let's do it. Sergeant Breakfast to kick us off here. Just creepy and cool and awesome and everything all at once there from the 23s. I know, isn't that just the greatest? I mean, I woke up, look, I haven't even had my first sip of my coffee, and I'm like, I need something to wake me up, and that's going to wake up the community too. Even though for many, many of you, it's the middle of the day or even late into the evening. Yeah, that was super duper cool indeed. G'day to everyone who is here with us live. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and throw your comments here in the chat as we go through. We've got a lot of music for you. We've got a featured artist. We've got Under the Covers segment coming up. We're going to do a couple of Play My Fire beats. It's just going to be a fun old time. Can you tell I'm energized? I've had a couple of days off. I'll tell you more about that later. Let's kick in. We'll jump over to the cloud of sounds here now. And this is a rock and roll song with punk spirit written from the perspective of a person on the street about the corruption and the lack of integrity in government and how in varying ways hardworking people and families are at a disadvantage. What is this justice in this day and age? Is it fairness? Is it justice? Or is it just there? It just is. I love it. Love a good play on words. So this is Justice, Just Is. Heart House and the New Kindness here on Your Music Live. had to give you just a little taste of the solo there. You got to go and listen to that one. That is just a rockin' good time, isn't it? Justice just is there here on Your Music Live. And yes, if you are looking for the playlist, if you're down there scratching your way through, well, the folks who are on the show already know they're on the show because they got the email. So if you've got an email, you know you're on the show. But if you'd like to know when your song will be played now, jump down into the description. If you're watching, you may just need to refresh your browser or refresh your little window there on your mobile device, and you'll have all of the songs listed for your viewing and thus listening pleasure, all except for our featured artist. Why? Because that remains a secret until we spin it. The only person that knows who the featured artist is probably the featured artist because they got the email and now they're looking there and going, but I'm not on the... Oh, now I get it. I reckon it's time in 2025 to play a little Linea Quattro. What do you reckon? Gianpaolo Gallian and crew. This is a piece from our latest album, Magenta. It was written by my brother Cristiano. It starts off with some guitar and then the rest of the band takes off. The piece was also admitted into the famous NPR Tiny Desk contest. Excellent. Enjoy. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? The Passenger, Linea Quattro. Your Music Live. Yeah, listen to that snare. Gianpaolo Gallian, an amazing drummer, and when joined by the rest of the Linea Quattro crew. I love that because if you listen, you can listen kind of on two different levels, yeah? You can listen to the 1, 2, 3, 4. But did you notice that it's doing either triplets or you could call it 6/8 if you wanted to, or maybe like 12/8 because it's like... It just creates this really cool, like, if you just want to be swinging and grooving, you can do that. Or you can like get into the 6/8 kind of rhythm. Anyway, I love something that's like got a couple, like go back and listen to it again and you hear something different every time. That's how I think music should be. It should be like, you know, really good movie where you go back and you watch it like, oh my God, I didn't realize that his skateboard rolled into a plutonium cabinet at the start of the movie. That's amazing. Let's jump in and grab a song over on slaps.com because slaps.com is a wonderful platform. In fact, let's talk about it as we do this. So this is a track from Werner Wallish who says, Dear Pete, this song is named Read My Skin. And it starts with some kind of nun choir followed by a guitar solo and ends with a guitar solo too. It was totally made with Logic Pro for iPad. Once again, greetings from Austria to Australia. Yes, Werner is my Austrian friend, my brother from another country and continent. So if you are not familiar with slaps.com, here's what I want you to do. I want you to just type in slaps just like it sounds.com, and sign up. It's 100% free. There's no ads. There's no things that pop in and offer you upgrades. There's no pro version. There's no plus version. Everyone's on the same even playing field when it comes to slaps.com. And all you do is share music. So you post your own music. You can join groups. You can post your music to groups. You can save people's songs. It's just really, really cool. And if you're a DistroKid user already, you can use your existing DistroKid account to log in to slaps.com, or you create your own free account. I call it DistroKid Lite because it gives you the idea of how cool it is to share your music before you actually go to the effort of releasing your music to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the places. You can just put it here on slaps.com. And that's exactly what Werner has done. So we're going to play this tune, and I'll show you as we go the cool things we can do here within slaps.com. This one's called Read My Skin here on Your Music Live. Orlish there, and Read My Skin. What a cool concept for a song, and what a great song there. Unfortunately, you only got to hear one of the cool guitar solos in that one. I know, time for another solo. No, alas, we don't. But if you want to go and check it out, join slaps.com right now, because what you can do is you can follow different artists. So you can see I'm following Werner there. I can unfollow him, but why would I? I'm following. We can throw fire on the track. Let's get up to 79, the best year ever. You can save people's tracks to your own personal library. Sharing is as simple as that. Boom, boom. And you can share it. So if you're looking to get a song here on Your Music Live, why don't you use slaps.com? And here, again, the coolest thing about this is that, yes, slaps.com is like a gateway into DistroKid, but Slaps itself, there's nothing else here. And I know that sounds like a negative, but I love the fact that it is what it is, and it hasn't changed in like 3 years, because you can just share your music. There's no pro subscription, there's no upgrade, there's no little windows that pop up, there's no ads. It's just pure music sharing joy. And it's from our friends at DistroKid. And we can even leave a comment here and say, just spun this on YML. Epic stuff indeed. And Werner's probably catching some much deserved Zeds, as we would say in our language at the moment, because in Austria it would be about 11:30 p.m. And I do appreciate that for many of you, you can't catch the show live, and I get it. For all the people that watch it live, there's about 4 or 5x that watch it on the replay. So shout out to my replay crew. If you're part of it, put replay crew for the win in the chat. One thing the replay crew can't do, that's a big mouthful, is join our Play My Fire beat. But you can, and you can do it right after this next song from Blues, who says GarageBand recorded Euphoria and Energy. And Blues, if it's Bluz or Blues, let us know the phonetic pronunciation in the chat here if you're here live. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Caravaggio's Dagger here on Your Music Live. Yeah, see, those of us that are, garage band knowledgeable, yeah, you can hear the different sounds, you can hear the different instruments, and a really good use of them in that one. Yeah, I loved hearing the peepa coming through there. I think it was a peepa. Yeah, utilizing some of those cool garage band instruments. It is really awesome. If you caught the new garage band pack that is guitars, I know, I was shocked too. We'll talk about it a bit more later. But yeah, it's really cool because the dude that to release a new pack, whose name is escaping me right now, I just made a video about it. He talked about the fact that GarageBand is like a toolkit, and using loops and using samples and using instruments in GarageBand is just such a great way to get into music. And I love what he said in a little video in there. He said, like, everyone, I like to walk around thinking that everyone is like a secret musician and that everyone has a song in them and can create music. And that's exactly what I've been saying for years. Yes, I know. I said it. No, a lot of people say it, but it's very, very cool. Guzheng, was it? Yeah, not the peepa, the Guzheng. I was close. Let us, we'll move on to our next song, but not before we do our Play My Fire Beat. Now, Jade, I did see your request, but I can't say that word out loud. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm going to choose something that's very poignant, and you'll find out why in a moment. Because genre is so important, it's not. Because genre is so important, let's make it hashtag genre, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Because I need your help with something. Yeah, it's going to be interactive here today. You're going to have to help me out with some stuff here today. So yeah, go ahead and put hashtag genre. Is genre a French word, Mark? I'd imagine it comes from French with the R-E there. Genre. Yeah, so you can be like the Lily Pillies, you can be like S.M. Borthwick, and yes, it is. I know. I don't know what day of the week it is at the moment, mate. It's the end of the school holidays. It's a Monday, but the children are still here. They don't go back to school till like Wednesday. It's all very confusing right now. And I was in Manny from the Lily Pillies Fair City, and Manny, apologies that I didn't hit you up, was literally there for 4 days, went to see Hamilton, went to a tour of the Opera House, did all the friggin' touristy stuff with the family, and barely had a spare minute. So the reason I didn't reach out, I know there's many fine folks in Sydney that are part of the community, and I just had zilch time, and, I didn't want to disappoint, because I know everyone's hanging out to go, where's John's? When's John's coming to my city? But yeah, it was very cool to be in Sydney. Sydney's a lovely city. Yeah, bigger, much bigger than Adelaide. The children were like, wow, this is like 10 times the size of Adelaide. Next up, we have someone that many of you in the community would know from back in the day, or if you've been part of different communities and groups, it's Asa BT has shared their music in the past. Asa is a visually impaired artist and does some amazing stuff. I get some great emails from Asa from time to time telling me about various stuff that he's doing and working on, and it's super cool to get that window into his world. Let's read out what he said about this. This is my transcription of a song from an audio game called Manamon II, which is a completely sound-driven game similar to Pokemon. I was not the original writer, but the developer of the game did say that my transcription would be allowed. I recorded this entirely in Reaper using my Yamaha DGX piano as a sound source, so I could feature the same piano sound as was used in the original song. This version was shortened slightly to avoid any questions or spoilers about the original game story which it came from. Though the song isn't very long in the first place, if anyone wants to listen to the in-game version that's not shortened, it's available alongside this one on my YouTube channel. Manamon 2 is a game from VG Storm, links to which can be found in the video descriptions for the two versions of the song. I'd be willing to provide a game backstory, this on a case-by-case basis, so as to not spoil things for everyone. So I'll be accepting requests for that from places like the comments section. So if you are looking for a game, especially if you're vision impaired and you're looking for an audio, I didn't even know this existed, but I thought this was super cool that there are games out there that are just you could play by audio. I kind of assumed, I don't know, part of my brain thought that that must be the case, but it's super cool to hear from someone that is actually able to do something that I love doing, which is playing video games, but not having to see anything. It's just, it's super cool. And the piece of music that Asa created here is amazingly impressive. So as soon as Asa reached out to me with this, I said, we need to play this on YML. Folks need to hear about this. And it's only 41 seconds, but I think you're going to enjoy this one, this recreation of this song from Manamon II here from Asa BT. How cool is that? I know, just in and out, but awesome stuff there from Asa BT. Sounds like a TV theme. Yeah, definitely. Just the ability to be able to create that, like 41 seconds, but listen to the complexity in there of those runs on the piano. Like, that's some talent to be able to create that. Very, very cool indeed. Exactly. Where else are you going to hear that and find out about something like that? That's what I love doing on this show is presenting a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, it's very player piano sounding, isn't it? Absolutely. Super, super rad indeed. Definitely got that video game kind of feel to that one. So, Asa, good job, my friend. And if anyone's interested in that, or if you're listening to this show and you're like, hey, I need to find out about this gaming, especially if you're vision impaired, how cool is that? Like, it brings me joy that folks are out there just doing it. Because my thing has always been with music, don't make excuses, make music. Like, don't talk about why you can't create music or why it's hard to create music. Just make music. You'll figure it out. Speaking of figuring it out, we've got to figure out how to spin the wheel on this Play My Fire beat, and we're going to fire this one up. And you know what? I'm going to play, not Dave Letterman, I'm going to play Ace's track again here, because I reckon it'll be a good sort of time, being only 41 seconds. I reckon this will be the most fun, uplifting Play My Fire beat ever. So let's give this a spin, and good luck, everyone. We'll do the Play My Fire beat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, step right up here. We're going to spin the wheel of genre. What's on offer is one free play on Studio Live today. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Thomas Grimes, the Leela Verse? Maybe it's going to be Crimson Crux, our big winner. Crimson Crux, congratulations to you. You know the drill by now. Just leave the name of your song, your artist name, and the platform right here in the comments of this very video, and we'll give it a spin. Right? Now. Sorry, I was trying to time it. I did. You have done poorly. So yes, Crimson, Crux, Nate, and Tanya have an opportunity to choose a song, and we will play it, which is a cool thing because we haven't heard any Crimson Crux in a hot minute. So maybe something from the archive, something newer, whatever you like. You know the drill by now. So yeah, all you need to do. And if you do win, don't worry. If you didn't win, don't worry, because we've got another opportunity to win in the second half. So we'll be doing it all again. If you did not win this time. And yeah, don't forget we don't do links. The whole reason this is called Play My Fire Beat is when we first started the show, I was worried and thought everyone would just come in here and spam the chat with "Yo, brah, play my fire beat," and they did. They don't seem to do it much these days, but they did definitely early on. And the fact that we don't allow links means that there's less spam. So yes, that is why. That's the history of Play My Fire Beat. While we wait on Crimson Crux to decide what they would like us to play, I got something to play for you, and that's from Russ, 8889. I'm just going to call him Russ from now on. You all know who Russ is. I'm sick of saying 88, 89. Let's not live in the past. Let's call him Russ to the future, because I prefer the future than the past. But if you didn't know, Russ did a Music for Life double album that benefited the childhood cancer charity, and the original version was in the US, and this time around, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it was the US. This time around, it's going to be Childhood Cancer Canada, and I think Russ is going around the globe to all of the major locations that folks in this community hang out in to help support the childhood cancer charities everywhere, which is super cool. So I haven't even watched this, but there's a brand spanking new promo video for Music for Life 2025, and we're going to play it for you. So let's jump on over and give this little promo video a spin.
I think one of the most difficult things when you're going through this is that you have so much to say and you're feeling so much, and you don't feel good about yourself, and you feel like you're completely isolated from the world and you're not a regular teenager. I just want to have that personal connection with people who are going through this now. Like, I'd like to be on a fundraising team or in an actual organization that is a little bit closer to kids who are sick, because I know what it's like to be on the other side, and I know what it's like to not feel good, and someone has to be there for those kids now to be like, you're not alone. My name is Rachel, and cancer will not get in the way of my dreams.
There you go. All the info you need is in that link, which you can find down in the description of this very video. But if you missed the text stuff, or for our folks that aren't watching, just listening to the video, yeah, it is been done before, so you can go back and check that one out, Music for Life, which was the UK. Yes, sorry, I should have known that. It was the UK, which is where Russ is, of course, from. Then this is Canada, the US, and I'm assuming Australia will get a Guernsey eventually. So if you'd like to participate in that one, check all the details out on that video, or link down in the description, or reach out to Russ or to Jade and they'll tell you anything that you need to know. Now, we have had a selection from Crimson Crux, but with so many comments, I've got to come up here to find it. There it is. It is Dig Up Her Bones. So let us find this one. I should be able to... This is the thing. This is a good reason why you should have a name, like an artist name, that is very unique. Because if you do, I can easily find it. Because look at this. I can find it. There it is, right above the original Misfits tune. Here's Crimson Crux, Dig Up Her Bones. So this is a cover of the Misfits. We did play it on the Under the Covers segment way back when. By way back when, I mean 3 months ago. But we're going to play it again here. The winner of our Play My Firebeat, Crimson Crux, and Dig Up Her Bones. Very cool stuff there, Crimson Crux. Not only a cool song and a cool cover of that song, but a very cool music video tabooch. Yes, not Halloween right now, but it will be again. So very, very cool stuff. Indeed, there from the Crux, the Crimson Crux here on Your Music Live. Are you having a good time? There's a way that you can tell the YouTube robots that you're having a good time, and that's by hitting the button that looks like that. It's a thumb, and it's pointed upwards. You can hit that one too. That also gives me an engagement tick. So, yeah, you know how there's so many videos? Have you ever wondered why there's so many videos on YouTube that people are just like hate watching and anger watching, and they're all getting thumbs down, and yet the creator seems to keep creating and remains popular? Yeah, that's because engagement, eyeballs are eyeballs. It's why things like America's Next Top Model and Australian Idol and all those cooking shows are there, because people keep watching them. Yeah, and some people watch them because they love them, and some people watch them because they love to hate them. So either way, if you love the show or if you love to hate the show, you got the choice there. Thank you again to our fine friends at DroKid for sponsoring this show. Let's kick on with some more music. Kev, the guitar's here. Hi, Pete. Here's my latest song created on GarageBand. I changed things up this time and ended up with an extended intro, so hit the 6-minute mark for the first time. You can just get to the vocals. I decided to share this one via DroKid. Look at that. I just mentioned DroKid, and then Kev the guitar is telling me that he's releasing his music with DroKid, which is the way to do it. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Yeah, you called it. You called it, Kev. We just got to the vocals. But it was really nice. Like, you basically snuck a solo in there. And I gave you 2.5 minutes, apart from the usual 1 to 2 minutes, because, I just wanted to hear a little bit of the vocal stuff. Yeah, very moody. People were saying very Pink Floydy. Yeah, I'd agree with all of that. Little Dave Gilmour sound. Yeah, very cool stuff. And, the nice little synth sounds underneath there. Synth sounds? Nice. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it too. Hello to SM Borthwick. I don't think I've said g'day to you. If I don't say hello and acknowledge each and every comment, I apologise. I would love to, and it's a lovely problem to have, trust me, that, there's so many folks engaging so frequently that I can't keep up, which is, like I say, a very good problem to have. Let us continue. This is Middle Sut. It's Middle Suburbia, but yes, Middle Sut. Is Sut as in South? Is it a changing the name, or just a typo? This song is about the intoxicating feeling of being with the one you love. Let's give it a spin here. It is called "So High on You" here on Your Music Alive.
Feeling like feeling you in the space we both flew, floating high, skies embrace, catch a thrill in your face, in your eyes, and this view. I get so high on you, rising high, losing ground in your world, all unbound. Every breath a brand new cue. I get so high on you. Whispers dance on the breeze. Every word puts beaties in this life where it's true. I get so high on you, rising high, losing ground in your world, all unbound. Every breath a brand new cue. I get so high on you. Stars align, time stands still. In your glow I found my thrill. Echoes fade, but we're here in your heart.
How cool is that? It's got a bit of that Strokes vibe, doesn't it? But who's the other band that, The Hives? That's who it sounds like. Yeah, that real sort of kind of pop punk, but just in your face, but kind of a little, I don't know, it's great. I'm really liking what you're producing, Daniel. Like, I've never not liked your music, but you've just sort of found your groove of late, the last few songs that you've shared with us here in the community. Very cool stuff. Let's jump over here. Oh, look, there's a familiar name, Scotty Baby. We're just going to say, just spun this on YML. One of your best for shores. Hundo P. Alrighty. Reminded you of the Beatles, maybe. Yeah, a little bit. It had 4 chords. That's about the only way I can see it arranged. Like, that's a Beatles song. But hey, people hear what they hear with music, don't they? Like, there's no right or wrong. This is the thing. There's no right or wrong when it comes to music. And a lot of people think that it's like, oh no, that music is good or bad. This is what. Okay, slight soapbox rant. Hop on, I'll be less than 30 seconds. This is why I hate music talent shows, because music is one of the things in life that should be able to be enjoyed subjectively by whoever is listening to it. It's not an objective thing. There's not ranking. You can't say this music better than this music, this singer better than this singer. Michael Stipe is not the greatest singer in the world. Kurt Cobain is not the greatest singer in the world. Axl Rose is definitely not the greatest singer in the world, but plenty of people dig their music and love what they do and love their vocal stylings. So having a singing competition where you're like, this person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is just a giant crockish. Am I right? Or if you love it. And you know what? At the end of the day also, if you love that stuff, love what you love. But yeah, I don't think it's necessary because you make one person happy who then goes on to get a record deal, which they end up owing money at the end of it. Sorry, I've got over 30 seconds. So the winner of these talent shows gets a record deal where they get loaned like 200 grand to make an album, do a video, go on tour, by the end of which, unless they're super hyper successful, they usually owe money back to the entity that gave them the money. And then everyone else is a loser and feels bad. Yeah, we don't have that around here. Everyone's a winner here on Your Music Live. And that's the way it's going to be. All right, let's play this next song. This is Neon Ghost. This track off my upcoming album, Ain't That Something, was inspired after watching the film Ginger Snaps and finding a muse in one of the characters, not Ginger, funnily enough. The chord progression came quickly and the vocals shortly after that, which is strange for me as I usually do the vocals last. I could go on and on. It's a little spacey trip. Hope you'll enjoy it. Thanks, Pete, for all that you do. Very cool stuff. Let's give this a spin here. It's called Ginger Snapped, Neon Ghost, Your Music Live. Ghost there. I really dig that. I don't know whether it's just me that loves to hear vocals sort of more clear and upfront in mixes. I kind of loved the vibe you got there, but I'd also kind of like to hear more of the vocals. I don't know. I can't have it both ways. I understand that, but yeah, it's very, very cool. Very cool stuff. Just the yeah. It makes it almost inaudible. It's like a horror movie, isn't it? Where if you could hear the whispers in the shadows clearly, it wouldn't be a horror movie anymore. So I get it, but I don't know. It's me. And again, like I said before about music, subjective. Different people will hear different things, and that's the other thing. You're not going to love every song I play on the show today, and you're not going to hate every song I play on the show. It's never going to be that way. So yeah, it's just lovely because it's a nice buffet. You get to go around and you taste it, and some things you'll have a little bite of, and you'll be like, yeah, that's fine, and other things you'll like have a sample of, and you'll go back for a giant heaping plateful, and that's okay too. It's all good. Regionals up next. Are you ready? Is a song, I thought you were asking me a question. Yes, I am ready. Is a song I made off a band lab. The goal of the song is to let people know that all music is great. What perfect timing. I've just been talking about that. P.S. Sorry for sending when I call your name twice. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that might have been my fault. It's almost usually my fault. This song has 366 views within 1 week and has gotten views from USA, Brazil, India, Poland. Nice. The polls are all over this one from Regional. Are you ready? Well, I am. Let's hit play. Yes, raise the roof. Get your glow sticks out and raise the roof for sure. Cool stuff there from Regional. Thank you for sharing that one. Are you ready? One thing I will let you know is I did have to boost the volume on that one, so I had to put my slider all the way up, and it still wasn't quite at a level gain there. So you may just need to tweak the master of that one just to bring it up. You might, if you listen, I get the privilege here of being able to see it on the meters here, so I set my levels for what YouTube usually puts out, and if it's much lower than that, I can see it here and I boost it up there. So just for future reference, you may want to check your overall levels and master your tracks. Use a little limiting to master that overall volume up, just so that it's going to be competitive. Otherwise, when folks listen to a song and then your song and then another song, it'll stand out that your song's going to be quieter. And with that style of music, you don't want it to be quiet. You want it to be raising the roof. All right, let's move on to Michael, aka Zland Man. Says, hi Pete, neutral is about someone who's just plain neutral. Man, as a card carrying fence sitter, can I say I'm neutral? I love any Futurama fans out there where it's like the neutral planet and it's like, oh, it's really, really cool. And it's like, if I don't survive this, tell my wife hello. And it's just so fun. Anyway, this is Michael and this is Neutral here on Your Music Live.
Just visited my blind barber. He cuts using his touch. It's never quite what I want, but it doesn't matter all that much. But that's nothing. I've got bigger fish to fry. It just made my dream too expensive to buy. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing right. I'm in neutral, but that's alright. Just missed the deadline by a minute. He told me 60 seconds is a lifetime. 40 time is money slime. I looked at them in my well-worn suit, unwilling or unable to respond as they gave me the corporate boot. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing right. I'm in neutral. But that's alright.
I mean, if you haven't been and just explored Michael's back catalogue, you kind of need to, because everything's a little different. Like there's some artists, and this is not a criticism, some artists that just have a style, they've perfected it, and they crush it every time. And then there's artists like Michael, who, yeah, exactly as Moses says here, is so freaking versatile. So jump in the description. Do it now or later. You can do it at the end of the show and check out Michael's back catalogue. Not only a wonderful creator, great musician, great person too, and a wonderful long-time supporter of me and of Studio Live today, which I greatly appreciate. We're a little behind, funnily enough. I know. It's shocking. Johns is behind and talking too much and playing not enough music. So let's rectify that. This is an artist that we've played here on the show before. Always gets some great responses. This is Gayatri Galakwad Galani, and they have a song, a heart-wrenching Marathi ghazal. This ghazal expresses the deep emotions of loneliness and illusion in life. Everyone may appeal happy and content outwardly, but deep within they may be experiencing profound solitude. The words Jojo Sukat Ai to the Bamat are deeply thought-provoking and profound. Very cool stuff. So let's give this one a spin. Always love it when we play this artist here on the show, and I know many of you enjoy and appreciate it as well. Let's do this.
जो तो दिसावयाला दिसतो सुखात आहे जो तो दिसावयाला दिसतो सुखात आहे जो तो दिसावयाला दिसतो सुखात आहे गर्दीत माणसाना गर्दीत माणसाना एकांत खात आहे जो तो दिसावयाला दिसतो सुखात आहे जो तो दिसावयाला
I love that it's I love the sort of, I'm a sucker for a sort of 6/8 rhythm there, but yeah, just that major to minor sort of shift there. Like the chord progression is just so, because it's like you can feel it's like it's like uplifting, and then it just falls off. Yeah, really, really good, and it's amazing. Like I love the fact that I'm subscribed. All the artists that we play on the show here, I subscribe to like 98% of them, and when I'm just feeling like music, I'm just like, me want music. I just like put YouTube on, and you know how it just keeps auto playing. Just random songs, like random artists like that will just pop up, and I get to enjoy them. And yeah, it's really cool. Makes me very happy that I get to do the job that I do. Yeah, so I mentioned mastering before and had some questions about mastering there from JC Studios. What level before YouTube or the distributor decides to lower it? And Scott Borthwick, pretty much spot on here. Well, exactly spot on. Yeah, around -14 LUFS, and you can check using loudness penalty. So if you go to loudnesspenalty.com, I think that's the name of the website. Look, I know we're not here to go into the technical, but this will actually help you. Even if you're not distributing a song, but even if you just got the audio of it and you want to check if you're at about the right level, you can actually just go to here, loudnesspenalty.com. You put your audio file there, MP3 or WAV file, and even if you're doing it for a music video for YouTube, it'll tell you whether it's going to be turned up or turned down. So if you're mastering too loud, it'll say, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube, they'll all turn it down. Like if it says they will turn it down 5 dB, you know you've mastered too loud. If they all say they'll turn it up 10 dB, then you know that you're way down too low. So you'll need to lift it up there to the point where it's around about the same. All right, let's continue on and play this one from Riff Gaze. They say, this is my instrumental side project I work on while I learn to sing and other music I make. Recorded in GarageBand for iPad. Maybe someone will enjoy it. Well, what you know about music is that almost definitely someone will enjoy it. There's some weird people out there with some weird desires. So you know that no matter how out there or how different or how weird or how you might not think it's for mainstream, someone's going to love it, I assure you. This is Drive, Radio Music Live. really cool. I love the da-na-na-na-da, like really unique rhythm and some nice layers of guitars, as 10 Crimes mentions there. Good stuff. Drive there from Riff Gaze. Let's subscribe. So who is Riff Gaze? You said it's my instrumental side project, but then you didn't tell me who you were. So whomever you are, very cool. Very cool. Hello, Anita Wake. We have some A Wake on the show just a little later on. We've also got some Gordon Lee Weaver coming up, as well as some Adorable Anarchy, as well as some Unshackled Spirit, and even some SM Borthwick. It's almost as if all the cool people are here and they're all sharing their music. I like it. I dig it. Good stuff indeed. All right, let's continue and play our next song. This comes to us from Cannibal Wren. And this was interesting. I made this in Beatbox with 0 preset instruments, aka made them all, and had a friend name it. It gives the vibe from a certain character who is usually mad, but this song makes it feel like they're just disappointed. I like it. I must admit, I'm feeling that way about many things. Won't go into detail, but yeah, I'm trying not to lose the passion, and I'm not mad or angry anymore. I'm just really disappointed. Yeah, but we'll get into that on a different show at a different time. Hello, Guzzo of Oz, by the way. Hello to you as well. Let's give this one a spin. Cannibal Wren and Dev Null here on Your Music Live. That old, 16-bit video game vibes, or like music created in Fast Tracker or Scream Tracker back in the days. Beatbox, yeah, I hadn't heard of Beatbox either. And reading the little thing down there, it's an online tool for sketching and sharing instrumental music. All song data is contained in the URL at the top of your browser. When you make changes, the URL is up. That's so cool. So you write a song, and then it puts all of the code of the song to recreate it. So I guess that would be possible, because all the data, look, it's just ones and zeros. But that would be a long-ass URL, wouldn't it? There must be a way to then shorten it or something. But yeah, how cool is that? I know, there you go. Beatbox, why do I get the feeling that about 10 people have just gone to Beatbox right now and are exploring it, thanks to Cannibal Wren. Good stuff, my friend. Thanks for introducing us to another cool little music tool. Speaking of music tools, Doug Spears. I'm sorry, Doug. That was like, it just went there. I'm a drummer who wrote all the parts of the music in Logic Pro, right on. I play keyboards and use virtual instruments for the music. It's an instrumental track called Shattered from Doug Spears, who is not a tool, nor a musical tool, but he created a great tune, and you're about to listen to it right here, right now. This is called Shattered on Your Music Live. Agreed. Very effing nice. Good stuff there from Doug Spears. You can tell when someone's creating something. Like when I create a song, you can tell I'm not a drummer. Like if I'm doing the rhythm and the percussion, you can tell John's not a drummer. But when someone is a drummer, you can tell because they have epic fills like that and they just have really interesting, different stuff. Yes, drum fills. That was the drum fill version of a guitar solo, of playing all those drum fills. That's how you get your drum fills, just like your guitar solos in your music live. We've got 4 more songs here in the first half. We're then going to reveal our featured artists. We're going to dive under the covers with some cool cover songs. We're doing another Play My Fire beat. So I say all that to say, don't nobody go nowhere. We've got plenty more coming for you in a big second half of your music live. Harriet B's up next. This song was inspired by a young man whose blog I follow had a climbing accident that left him paralyzed. Wow. Not cool, but yeah, it's interesting when you can create music from things that you know and from experiences and yeah, reading someone's blog and finding out what happened to them and then writing a song to reflect it. So this is Harriet B here on your Music Live.
Was I too close to the heavens? Am I too close now to hell? Was I too focused on your heart the day I fell? Was my life before you perfect? Am I now so unprepared to see the life I'd planned in ruins? Am I scared? Be strong, they say, though I am strong. Have hope, they say, carry on. Was the world in all its glory only borrowed? Never mind. Is there one more peak to conquer? One more time. I guess my body's strong as ever, as every day it fights to rise above those clouds, to cling on to those heights. Be strong, they say, though I am strong. Have hope, they say, and carry on. I want hope.
Just beautiful. Love it. Single picked guitar and voice. And yeah, as Costa said there, you can tell that using the mic technique, getting right up on it and getting that whispering kind of feel to it as well with the breathy vocals. Excellent stuff. Well, where have you been, Harriet B? Thanks for being part of the community. Gives me a little of the Joe and Barry Glenn kind of vibe as well. I reckon, yeah, Harriet and Joe Glenn could do a wonderful duet together. Just got that kind of, just that soft, understated voice that you know could just carry a story. Like you just want to listen. It makes you lean in. It's a lean in kind of vocal, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. And trauma can indeed make beautiful music for sure. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Good stuff. Speaking of amazing creators, someone we have heard from on the show before, this is Awake. The Seed remix was taken from the Seed EP of remixes, a root chakra enhancing frequency embedded EP of mixes from Awake's single The Seed. This remix for the new video created very recently has the root chakra embedded in it to improve material life, career and finances. All right, bring it on. The EP is already out and available, but the video hasn't been released yet, but will be released very soon on YouTube and will be added to the main website, awakemusic.uk. Thanks from Anita, aka Awake. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Here on your Music Live. How cool is that? Very good. Awake has kind of got that Leela verse kind of vibe as well. I keep every time I hear an artist, I'm just like thinking, oh man, imagine if that artist and that artist. So I want after that, I want Harriet B to team up with Joe Glenn, and I want Leela and Anita Wake to join Team Forces. I think they would create great things. But no, that was really cool. Yeah, huge vocal yet not overwhelming. Spot on there from Gordon Lee Weaver. Yeah, just close your eyes and let yourself be drifted away. That could almost, Anita, that'll almost qualify for my admin playlist. Which, if you don't know, is the playlist I put together of like instrumental songs. I think that, yeah, normally I don't put anything with vocals in there because it distracts me. But that one is so sort of relaxing. I think it would be cool. Hey, Doug Spears. Awesome. Doug Spears behind the kit there in his profile pic. Yeah, we were commenting on your awesome drumming before. You can tell when a song's been put together by someone who knows their drums, and Doug's was definitely that. Two more songs here in the first half, and then we're going to reveal our featured artist. Maverick says, hey Pete, decided to go back to my roots with autoplay and mess around with the drummer as well. Made in GarageBand and is still a demo. All good in the hood. Let's give it a spin here. This is Cherry, Maverick, Your Music Live. There you have it. Short, sweet, to the point there. We can't play no effects as much as I'd love to. Very cool stuff there from Maverick. There you go. Good stuff. No, not all songs are in Garbage Band. Oh, why I never. GarageBand is. Would it be the main? Probably not even. It's probably not even the majority. But yeah, I guess because a lot of people in the community either started by using GarageBand or came up from GarageBand, but a lot of people using Logic Pro. We got Fruity Loops people in here. We got Pro Tools. We got people using all sorts of different. We got Doorless people. We got people using just like AU and AUM and stuff. So yeah, no, there's no. This is your chance to be completely platform agnostic and use whatever, as long as you're creating. I don't really care what you use. Just create it. Oh no, I would never knock GarageBand. No, it's a bit like the old Apple versus Microsoft, or Android versus iOS. It's like people love to hate. People love to get into like the little arguments of your thing does this and my thing does. It's like none of it matters. It's all just BS. It's all wasting time. Like, just get on with it and create with what you got. That's what I says. We're going to finish off with 6-0, who says the song is called Serenada in Safora Sosa. In case it's hard to make out, it's about getting ghosted. It's written in English and French, but I don't speak French. I learned it for a year and decided to try and incorporate it into a song for fun. It was recorded using headphones and my phone. Okay, very cool. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Alive.
Thirsty Camel!
That was awesome. Thirsty Camel. It's the new Lotto Cat. By the way, that's an ad. This is why you use slaps.com from our sponsors, DistroKid. I'm not going to play the audio of the ad. In fact, I'm going to refresh to skip it. But yes, we do indeed have a liquor store chain in Australia called Thirsty Camel. Oh, we have fun. What fun. Let's give this one a spin. This is 6-0.
pas dit dans le McDonald's quand il joue avec moi et je pense que je l'aime deux fois le silence. N'ose pas dire dans le silence. N'ose pas dire dans je me souviens de toi. Je me souviens de toi. Maybe sin and speaks and down the truth. He feared of all the things he thought I would do. I told him I've had a piece of the moment. Nobody ever takes my eyes off of you. But darling, won't you run me my fever? Well, darling, tell me, was that worth it for you? They say these shadows never was a place for the stopping. Just for some lovers, bittersweet souvenir. Le McDonald's, quand il joue avec moi et je pense que je l'aime deux fois le silence. N'ose pas dire dans le silence. N'ose pas dire dans le McDonald's quand il joue avec moi et je pense que je l'aime deux fois le silence. N'ose pas dire dans le silence. N'ose pas dire dans je me souviens de toi. Je me souviens de toi. Il me dit oh bébé je pense pas qu'un coup de
What a lovely, smooth way to end. Yeah, good accent on the French. I mean, I'm not obviously a French speaker, but it sounded good. All I heard was silence, which is what, silence? And that's all. That's all I got. But I'm sure Mark understood more of that than we did. Very good stuff there. And yes, apologies for the thirsty camel interruption at the start. But hey, you got to have fun. And it is cool. I'm sure you enjoy hearing some of the cool Australian ads that you get. But thirsty camel. I need to go back and sample that and put that in a song. Thirsty camel. Yes, we do have. So just so you know, I'll go through. So we have some weird names for liquor stores. So there's Liquorland. That makes sense, right? It's a land of liquor. Oh, the land of liquor. We have Booze Brothers. Beat the others cold. We have BWS, which stands for Beer, Wine and Spirits. They're a major chain. We have Liquor Pals, because, yeah, nothing says pals like overcharging you for booze. And, yes, we do indeed have Thirsty Camel. We also have Sip and Save. Sip and because you're sipping your booze and you're saving money. Australia is like, what are we? The biggest drinkers. I think we're the second biggest drinkers per capita after Russia or somewhere in Europe. Anyway, we like our booze and we have weird names for our booze stores. It is time. It is time. Yes, the Booze Brothers beat the others cold. What's Thirsty Camel in French? Yeah, it's what would it be? A wrestling duo. The Booze Brothers, they're a wrestling duo, are they? Oh, yeah, there's also First Choice Liquor. First Choice. And Dan Murphy's. Apparently Dan Murphy was a bloke way back in the day who liked getting people pissed. All right, enough booze talk. We'll get demonetized. Wait, this show's unmonetized. Okay, it's fine. No, we don't want to associate with our wonderful sponsors, DroKid, who can help you get your music out there to the world. Yeah, let's get back on track. If you're an independent creator, a musician, a band, and you want to get your music onto Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, Tidal, YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, every single place, one-stop shop, DroKid. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan. And if you've got a brand new song called Thirsty Camel, you can release it right now with DroKid and get it out there really quick. All right, let's play our featured artist. This is an artist that when I looked at this, I couldn't believe that we hadn't featured this artist before because they are an absolute staple of this community. They have shared so many great original songs and also shared a bunch of amazing cover songs. They even show us their live cover song setup. So when they go out and play their songs, at my request actually, this amazing creator did a behind-the-scenes video showing their setup, which was super cool. We see them gigging around where they live, and I won't give that away at this point in time. And it is just it's amazing to have this artist as part of our community. And you've probably already guessed, if you've been around here for a while, that we're talking about Jonathan Linton. And Jonathan Linton has quite the following. I know many of you dig on his cover songs that he's created over time and his great live sets, and he shares clips of those on his YouTube channel. He also has some amazing original work, one of which we will close the show with today. But because he's our featured artist, I get to pick a song. And I thought, what a fitting time to play this particular song in January of 2025. This is Jonathan Linton, and this is his cover of Get Up, Stand Up here on Your Music Live, our featured artist.
Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. He said all that glitters is gold. After stormy it never been told. So now you see the light. You stand up for your rights. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. So now you see the light. Stand up for your rights. Cha, get up, stand up. Cha cha, stand up for your rights. Ooh, get up, stand up, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your rights. Get up, stand up. Lord, stand up for your rights. Keep struggling on. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Sick and tired of the isn't skissing game. Time to go to heaven and the Jesus name, Lord. We know we understand. A mighty God is a living man. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So now you see the light. You stand up for your rights. So you better get up, stand up. Come on, stand up for your
Get up,
rights.
stand up. Yeah, he really does the reggae stuff really well, and you'll hear an original new reggae song from Jonathan Linton to close out the show today. Yes, it is time. It is time to get up, stand up. We all have rights, regardless of how many rights are attempted to be taken from us. You do have them. All right, let's continue on before Johns hops on that soapbox. You know he wants to. You know he's trying to, but no, not going to do it. You're not going to pull me in. Let's jump in. Let's dive under the covers. Let's have a little bit of fun. And you know who I like diving under the covers and having fun with? Scott Borthwick. Absolutely. Hi, Pete. This is a resubmission as there was an issue with the previous video. Probably didn't need to read that part because I saw it. This is an under the covers submission. It's my own arrangement of the Robbie Burns song, The Dels Anawi Vexercisman. I'm working on a studio version of this, but ran out of time to complete it before Burns Night. This is my short busking version. Hope you all enjoy it. So it's only a minute 48, and it's SM Borthwick, so we're going to play the whole gosh darn thing. Let's give it a spin, and maybe Scott can tell us a bit more about it and how badly I butchered the pronunciation here in the chat.
The deal come fiddling through the tune, and he danced a wally exciseman, and ilka wife cries all no, now wish you the luck of the praise man. The deal's a war, the deal's a war, the deal's a war, wally exciseman. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war, wally exciseman. We'll make our mood and we'll brew a drink, we'll laugh, sing and rejoice, man. And many great thanks to the maker Black Deal that danced a war with the excise, man. The deal's a war, the deal's a war, the deal's a war with the excise man. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war. The deal's a war, the deal's a war, the deal's a war with the excise man. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war with the excise man. There's threesome reels, there's foursome reels, there's hornpipes and strathspeys, man. But the aye best dance here came to the land was the deal's a war with the excise man. The deal's a war, the deal's a war, the deal's a war with the excise man. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war. The deal's a war, the deal's a war, the deal's a war with the excise man. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war with the excise man.
S.M. Borthwick. Yes, my Scots is not good at all, and I definitely did butcher that. Shall I give it another crack? Shall I put us all through this pain? The Del's aware with the exorcism. I didn't improve things, did I? But I try. I definitely try. Good stuff indeed. Yes, Doug Spears. If you're like Doug, are wondering when we're live here, what goes on, how you can keep up with everything, the easiest thing to do, if you know that this is called Studio Live Today, and you want to know when we're live, all you need to do is type into your browser, studiolivetoday.com/live, and it will take you to this page, and you'll see all the live shows. So you can see there was our podcast that we did last week. There was a happy hour show I did on the weekend. Here's this show right here, right now, going live. And tomorrow is GarageBand Weekly. So we do 4 shows a week. 3 to 4 of them are live. Sometimes the podcast is a pre-record. And we do it every single week. So today's our showcase of your music, hence why it's Your Music Live. We share some tips about creating music, which is what GarageBand Weekly is all about. I play my own music, do that every Sunday or Saturday night, depending where you are in the world. And we have a podcast each and every week, which is usually pre-recorded, sometimes live. But yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, also get on the mailing list, studiolivetoday.com/email, and then you'll be on the email mailing list, which gives you all the info that you need every week. All right, and excise man is a tax collector. See, I thought it was like an exorcist or something. Burns worked in this job and imagined if the locals would celebrate him being carried off by the devil. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense indeed. There you go. You'll always know when I'm live at studiolivetoday.com/live, and you'll never miss a show or a video by going to that address and signing up. And I promise you, I email you once a week. You can unsubscribe if you find it too much, but it's literally a weekly newsletter just with the week's happenings. So anything new that's happening on the channel and anything that you may need to know about. Jackknife Combat says another remix. I know, not creative, but I don't care. Remixes are creative. Yeah, don't be hard on yourself. Credits to DJ Fresh for the original song. I think the genre is UK hardcore. Well, I don't know anything about genres, so we'll find out here together, shall we? This is hot right now. DJ Fresh, the Jackknife Combat remix.
Got your hands up 'cause you think you got it. Going crazy but not even started. Hey-oh, 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 hey-oh. It's the funny that your big go winning, 'cause nobody told you who is spinning. Hey-oh, 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 hey-oh. You know it's only ending 'cause it's hot right now. Hot right now. Turn it up right now. Put your hands in the air if you want it right now. Hey-oh, hey-oh. You know it's only ending 'cause it's hot right now. Hot right now. Turn it up right now. Put your hands in the air if you want it right now. Hey-oh, hey-oh. Hot right now.
indeed there. I dig it. Yes, Sharon. Sharon is Karen, and Sharon is Karen, and you can share the love of music by listening to this show each and every week. Fantastic production indeed on that one. Good stuff there from Jack Knife Combat. Yeah, a bit of an adrenaline rush. Let's slow things down a little bit with our next cover song. This comes from our old mate Cookie. Glenn Cook says, "Hi Pete and everyone, loving the show each week. I'm on holidays and procrastinating playing guitar. Thought I'd cover an old favourite of mine, Pink Floyd's Breathe. Let me know what you think. It's only 1 minute 30, so hopefully you can play it all. Oh, what do you reckon, folks? Yeah, look, I snuck in Scott's tune at 1:50, so I reckon it's only fitting that we give this one a spin. This is Pink Floyd and Breathe.
Breathe,
Cookie style.
breathe in the air. Don't be afraid to care. Leave, but don't leave me. Look around and choose your own ground. Long you live, high you fly. Smiles you give, tears you cry. All you touch and all you see, all your life will ever be. Run, rabbit, run. Dig that hole, forget the sun. When at last the work is done, don't sit down, it's time to dig another one. Long you live, high you fly, only if you ride the tide, balanced on the biggest wave, you race towards an early grave.
Very good stuff there from the one and only Cookie out of right here in Australia. Thank you for sharing that one. Cookie Floyd for the win. Absolutely. And if Cookie would like to release, I know Cookie does a lot of cover songs and sort of been working on, maybe I need to start writing some of my own stuff. And I think he should. Let me know here in the chat if you think Cookie should release music. And when Cookie finally chooses to release music, he's going to do it using DistroKid because he's a smart cookie. So if you would like to release your music with DistroKid, it is simple as this. You go to the link up there or down in the description, studiolivetoday.com/DistroKid, and you jump in here and you sign up. You save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And here's the thing. Here's what's cool. Just start on the musician plan. You might as well. Just start on musician plan, $22.99 a year. Think about the other subscriptions that you have. How many of them cost you less than $30 a year? Most of them are $10 a month, if not $15 or $20. And this one is $22.99 per year. And that gives you the ability for having one artist account and releasing an unlimited numbers of songs, EPs, and albums. All your original music out there on every single platform imaginable. What I would then recommend is once you're settled in, you've got your groove going on, you can upgrade, and they'll even pro-rata it so you don't even pay the full amount. Like you put the already paid amount towards this one, and you can go to this one, which is the Musician Plus plan. I love this because you can do things like daily streaming stats, customizing your label name, and most importantly, customizing your release date, which is very cool to be able to get it out there and promote it. So you can say I'm releasing something on like the 1st of April and you can give yourself like 2 months to promote it. It's a very cool way to go. So DistroKid, and you can see there, look, you'll get pro-rata refund for your current plan if you upgrade your plan. So jump on over, check out DistroKid, do it in 2025. You know you want to. Write your own music. And the cool thing is with unlimited, you can release everything. Just release, if you're doing a single or an EP or an album, or you've done a bunch of singles and you want to bundle them up and release them as an EP or as an album, you can do that. You've got an album, you want to re-release the singles as remixed versions, you can do that. The sky is the limit with DistroKid, but you won't know until you sign up using the link up above. DistroKid, we thank them for their ongoing support of your music live. Thank you for that. Alrighty, we've got one more. Holly Sticks for Guns, by the way. Apology, Sticks for Guns over in the UK. I try to put my UK and European songs early in the show, and I realise Sticks for Guns, you're pretty late. So hopefully you can hang around for your song later in the show. This is Adorable Anarchy. I haven't even listened to this one because she sent me a few different options, but this one captured my attention because it says, my cover of Beatles songs, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Obla Dee Obla Da in Dadgad alternate tuning, of course. Thanks for all you do, Pete. Now, if you had to tell me what is sort of the most beautiful, meaningful, sort of deep, sorrowful song by the Beatles, and what is the most nutball song, I would say While My Guitar Gently Weeps and Obla Dee Obla Da. So how Adorable Anarchy brings these two together, I'm fascinated to find out, and you probably are too. So let's, without further ado, give this one a spin. I had to get us into the Obla Dee Obla Da section there. Very cool stuff there from Adorable Anarchy. I approve. Just fun. Just interesting and fun stuff there. That's what music should be, shouldn't it? I reckon. I couldn't agree with me more. All right, welcome into a big second half of music here on Your Music Live. We're going to do the Play My Fire beat in just a jiffy, so hang out for that one. Let's dive into someone who we have heard from before many times. It is our old mate Rudy, who goes by the name R times 2. I still remember when Rudy first joined the community and his name was RX2, and he said to us, he came into the community. He's like, I'm having this crisis because no one pronounces my name correctly. Everyone calls me RX2. And should I change it to written out R times 2? And we're like, probably, if you want me particularly to say it right, because I struggle at the best of times. And he did. So it is R times 2 now. Excuse me. Thought I was going to get through that without a cough. Didn't. Hello, Pete. Recorded this song in Korg Gadget 3 iOS using my Arturia Mini Fuse 1 interface for guitars and vocals. All MIDI instruments played using a Donna 25 MIDI keyboard controller. Started using Korg Gadget after checking out Jade's great tutorial video. Korg is a very different DAW than what I'm familiar with, but I enjoy the learning process. Thanks as always for supporting indie music from Rudy. Let's give it a spin here. This is called Internal Conversations.
fills your heart. My journey's just begun. My song is not yet sung. Why take it all away? You delight in my decay. I've spawned from inside of you, providing what you long to reach. There's no mystery to my presence. You are who I am, indeed.
Yeah, I really like it. There you go. Mark's gone back to the old RX2 thing. Yeah, really cool stuff there. And as Thomas was saying there, I like the fact that Rudy's not afraid to just try different things, just experiment and see what happens. Very cool stuff there. A little synth jazz, maybe. I like it. Alrighty, let's fire up the old giveaway tool, shall we? And we're going to go with a hashtag here. Let's bring this one up. What should we make it? We had genre last time. You know what? It is going to be hashtag Muisk. And I'm not changing it. I refuse to, because I like to own my mistakes. I was going to talk to you about the fact that I've got a new show called Let's Find Some Music. It did have a week off, but we're back again this week, and I've got to choose a genre. So it is almost. See, I think I had Jade Starr in my brain going hashtag moist. And so I kind of made it Muisk, which sounds a little bit worse, doesn't it? But there you go. You're going to have to very carefully and dodge your autocorrect and type in hashtag Muisk, because why not? Because fun. But yeah, we're doing a show, and what I would like you to do is, as you're putting hashtag Muisk in there, give me some suggestions for some genres, because we've got to get a genre for this week's show. Should we go country, folk, jazz, electronic, R&B, hip hop? What do you reckon? So if you've got any ideas, yes, hashtag spelling, right? Hello, Sean Chandler. G'day, Phil going. I'm just embarrassing myself here as I usually do. It's all good. Yeah, see if you can get it in there. All righty. Let's continue and play another song so I can get my composure back. All right, this is Jeff Carter. And Jeff Carter says, isn't Jeff Carter the creator of The X-Files, or am I making that up? Was it Aaron Carter? No, he was a pop star. Anyway, Jeff Carter says, I wrote it years ago, but finally finished the lyrics last year and recorded it at my home studio. The main vocals and piano at a friend's studio. The song is about celebrating the holidays, good times, drinking, eating, listening to good music, and having fun. All things I'm all about. It's called Let's Party Tonight. This is JC Studios, Jeff Carter, on Your Music Live.
To my left,
Had to sneak in a little bit of guitar solo, didn't it? Yeah, what a great pub rock track. Get your chair dancing. I'm wiggling my butt here. My watch keeps telling me to stand up, so hopefully that's the next best thing is to dance there. I love the, I don't know, but when I listen to that line, like, drinking out, smoking out, let's party tonight. It's like, yeah, what are we smoking here where we get all vague and let's party tonight. Oh, very cool stuff there, Jeff. And yeah, it was Chris Carter. That was the X-Files dude. But Jeff Carter, good stuff there. Thank you for sharing it. Yeah, let's get a round of the pause for Jeff Carter. And you know what? We're going to continue partying because we've got to spin the wheel. Spin the wheel of music. And we've only got 10 entries, probably because I made you have to type hashtag music. So if you're here, you got about 10 seconds to put hashtag music. And if you put hashtag music and you didn't get it, I apologize, but it's music. If you're not listening and if you're not watching and you're trying to enter the competition, you need music. Not music, music. Why? Because Johns can't type. All right, that's enough time. If you're not in now, you're going to miss out. Let's go. Let's spin the wheel and party tonight. Who's going to win it? Who's it going to be? What's it going to be? Hey, it's Moses J. Hawkins, which is cool because Moses doesn't have a track on this week's show, so can decide what we will hear. Moses knows the drill. He's been around here for a while. There you go. Everybody loves music. Touche. So Moses can choose a tune and tell us his artist name of the song, and the name of the platform. I'm waiting for all the protests to come in. They're like, John, you can't make the hashtag a word that's not a word. I tried to type it and it auto-corrected. I'm like, yeah, I know. Deal. All right, while we wait for Moses to decide what to play, let's play this tune from Dell. I'm in trouble now, aren't I? Everyone's like, Dell says, hi, Pete, no real theme to it. It just sounded like a rattlesnake. Thanks, Pete, for your support. Well, you're bloody welcome. This one is called Rattlesnake. Dell here on Your Music Live. Have an almost tribal feel to it. We've had lots of those tracks today that are almost, just that layers of rhythms and just making it feel, tribal. That's the only word to it. Just like really cool stuff there. Nicely done. Still haven't heard back from Moses J. Hawkins, so we're going to play another tune while we wait. This is Pyroka. This song reflects the emotional journey of past relationships, expressing both nostalgia and regret. Looks back on the love they once shared, realizing how deeply it impacted them, while also acknowledging the pain and mistakes that led to the separation. It is called Reflect. Pyroka here on Your Music Live.
Oh, wow. Yo, she look good, this shit. Really looking back at it, I just gotta say, I just want to reflect what I got and what I thought of you lately.
I'm really gonna miss the things that we have for the love that are truly glad. I'm really gonna miss her kiss, but she gone. After that, I'm truly sad. I'm really gonna miss the sleeper call that we had it all, but we never had, and it made me mad. Wasting my time and energy, taking my dimes to treasury. All of my cries and memories, all of the things you did to me, all of the things you asked me, was never enough necessities, all of which was complexities. Ignore the flag and penalties. I just want to say for the record I don't want to say anything more painful. So my guts gotta lay for the record I don't want to say anything ungrateful. She was my rock, my stone, my own, showing me love like never before. Sure she had flaws of her own, but she was the one, so I left her alone. Sorry if I acted selfish, just know that I couldn't help it. But the love that we had just perished, and that in itself was tragic. For our last month was so plastic, you dragged out, can have that. And honestly you can bet that I was your man when things went bad. Wish I hit the fan with you and your dad. Not even half of that, not even half of that. After you broke my heart, after you tore it apart. Said that you care about me, but I just can't see to believe. If that's your feelings for me, then don't ask much from me. If you lose love for me, then simply go and leave. Simply go and leave, simply go and leave. Please just leave from my face now.
Nicely done. Freestyle? Very impressive. If so, good stuff there. My friend, thank you for sharing that. Reflect from Pioka. Hey, is there a Moses J. Hawkins in the house? You're clearly there, Moses. Maybe you put a link in. If you have, you'll just need to put your selection for us here in the chat. Did we miss Dell's track? We played Dell's track, didn't we? Yeah, we played Dell's track before that one, did we not? I think so. Was that not the one before it? The rattlesnake? Yeah, we played that. Oh, you got me worried now, Thomas. Yeah, because it's very often. It's usually my fault, and I usually have missed a track. But no, we definitely played Dell's rattlesnake track. That was that cool tribal-y one we did before. Sorry, yeah, Moses J. Hawkins. Just put your artist name, platform name, and the name of the track in plain text here in the chat. Because if you've selected something, there you go. Shineless on YouTube by Moses J. Hawkins. Let's find it, shall we? Moses J. Hawkins. Shineless. Here, 1 hour ago. What? This is fresh. This is so fresh. Wow. Yeah, you got it. You got it, man. All right. Maybe I just missed it. I'm going to blame myself for most things. I do that. That's all right, Thomas. You are usually spot on. Like you are 99.9% correct. It's usually my mistake. So yeah, always say it's like quick side note before we play this Moses track. I got a rule with my wife, and I recommend that you put this rule into place. You know that thing where you're driving and someone says, "Oh, look out! There's a cyclist just there," and you're like, "I know, I can see them." We've decided that we're not allowed to do that. We made an agreement way back when that if whoever's driving, if the other person is allowed to point out anything that they see, and the driver is not allowed to give him grief, not allowed to say, "I know, I already saw it," because guess what? It doesn't hurt. And the one time that maybe you didn't see something, then you're going to be better. You're not going to crash and die. So yeah, I think it's a cool thing to do because there's no need, that whole defensiveness that we get where it's like, "Oh, I didn't do a thing." It's like, no one's telling you that you're bad. They're just trying to help you out. Unless it's someone that's just mansplaining very simple stuff to you. I do occasionally do that as well. All righty. Very cool. That happened this morning, did it? Yeah? You crashed into something? No. It's it. Maybe I just wasn't actually typing it. No, you got it. All right, let's give it a spin, shall we? This is a Shineless, brand new Moses J. Hawkins here, our fire beat on Your Music Live.
This scream just lingers on the edges, like creeping fingers in my skull. Disturb the spiders in my conscience, and drip lonely down the hall. Can't you tell me maybe if it's wrong to feel the way that I do now? I remember thinking it was over, but I didn't feel like it till now.
Now, Moses, have we heard this before? Did we hear like a slaps preview of this? Because I remember a song you did that was amazing. And I remember saying, wow, this is like the best thing that you've created. And it was either a song just like that one or it was that one. Because I remember comparing it to Helmet and from the album Aftertaste, because we had a big Helmet discussion that day. And we were all geeking out over our love of old school Helmet tunes. But I could be making that all up. Similar track. Okay, cool. Because it was really cool. And I'm like, I remember hearing a track from you that was along those lines. And yeah, very, very good stuff. All right. What I have to do, I have to grab that link because that's only literally just been uploaded. You can all go and watch the full version of it, but I just got to add it here. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to come under here, under Pyoka. We're going to put a little fire emoji there. We're going to type in, I don't know why I'm commentating this, Moses J. Hawkins, and we're going to paste it in there. So there you go. You've now got that down. If you refresh it down below, it's all good to go. Yeah, well, Doug Spears, welcome to you. Welcome to anyone. If you're newer around here, hello. We do this each and every week from 2 to 3 hours usually, and it's a good old time. We play all genres, all types of music, share it with your friends, tell everyone, and come and join us. If you like this sort of stuff, you will also love Thomas Christ, who does a show called You Rock, has similar vibes, has a similar community, but we're different. We're different dudes. We do things in a different way. And Thomas is our wonderful moderator here, and he does his very own show called You Rock, which he spins every Wednesday night or Thursday morning if you're here in Australia like I am. And I'm going to ask Thomas to do something very rare, which is put a link to You Rock here, because he's usually spinning links and dropping links for myself and all the stuff that I do here out of the goodness of his heart. But I would love for him to give you a link to You Rock so that you can go and check out that show for yourself and submit a song, because you can submit songs to Thomas on You Rock as well. All right, we're on the homeward stretch here, folks, but that doesn't mean you should go anywhere because we're into overtime. Yep, blow the whistle, get the Zamboni out, clean that ice, and let's dive on into overtime. This is Graham J. Bell, who says, "That's Why I Love It Out Here" is another song about my favourite camping place on the Darling River. A follow-up to my previous song called Sunsets Over the Darling. Excellent stuff indeed. Let's give this one a spin on Your Music Live.
Sitting on the bank, looking up at the sky, I could hear the Darling River flow by. Man, it's so peaceful and quiet out here. That's why I love it out here. That's why we come back every year. Peaceful and quiet all around. Not another soul to be found. Sitting at the campfire as the sun's going down, crackling on the fire is the only sound. Sit back in my chair and take it all in again. That's why I love it out here. That's why we come back every year. Peaceful and quiet.
Graham J. Bell. That's why I love it out here. Look, am I a camping guy? I'm not, But I did grow up to the age of 4 in the Riverland, so here in Australia there's two major rivers. There's the Murray River and the Darling River, and they do indeed meet in a place called the Murray-Darling Basin. I know, really original stuff there. So yeah, I remember going up because it's right on the border of Victoria and New South Wales, where there's a couple of towns there. And look, all along the Murray is wonderful. The Darling River, I'm sure, is equally wonderful. I'm just not a camping guy. There's something about pooping in the ground. Too much information. No, I dig it. I love being outdoors, as you probably know. I love walking. I love just the quiet tranquility of nature. I just love for there to be. It doesn't have to be luxury accommodation, but I'd love some indoor plumbing and a bed just near there. So when I do go places, doesn't have to be 5-star. 3-star is fine, but I just want a roof, a bed, and a toilet, and maybe a shower, and I'm good to go. But I don't know. Once stayed 6 months van life. Wow, that would be. I do watch those. I do watch like YouTube videos of people doing the van life thing, and there's this really cool dude, like a Canadian comedian. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's the dude that sneaks into all of the Matt something comedy. He sneaks into all the hockey games, and now he's doing football stadiums. Like, he shows how to sneak into the stadiums. He lived the van life here in Australia for like 6 months, and he'd park his van and like have to go into like hotels and things, and like it just seems hard to get around. Yeah, it's a young person game, isn't it? Used to love camping, but too old for that. Yeah, see, I'm such a comfort snob. I get it. I'm an absolute snob for comfort. Let's play another one. Let's play this one from now. They've given me the pronunciation. It is Blackout, which is great. Always give me the pronunciation. Legacy is the first song recorded with the new and improved lineup in Blackout. It's about fighting back against personal demons, but also against anyone that tries to step up. Legacy was recorded, mixed, and mastered by A. Skylit Drive's own Nick Miller. All right, very cool stuff. Let's give this a spin. And you know that this is quality because look at that. Distributed by DroKid. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. I mean, come on. How good is that? I mean, it's got everything. It's got the growls, but then it's got the melodic stuff as well. It's like it's good for everyone. Blackout and Legacy. See, that's the sort of quality you're going to get from people who distribute on DistroKid. I like it. Nicely done. Thank you for sharing that one, Blackout. You can go and subscribe to them in the link below. Actually, it's their topic channel. So you'll have to try and find their actual channel, maybe. I don't know. Let's change pace a little bit here with Sticks for Guns, a new purchase of the Sunriser synth. Several layers of sounds created a chill track. Could you please play from the 40-second mark? I sure as heck can. Let's cue this one up here and spin up some brand new Sticks for Guns here on Your Music Live. Straight to the admin playlist. Sticks for Guns. How cool is that one there? Our old mate Richard Sticks for Guns creating great music as always. Yes, fabulous stuff there from Sticks for Guns. We are, what are we, about 8 songs before the final here. So we are going to continue moving on. We're already well and truly over time, so I don't want to keep you around for too long. His name is Roy Perez. He's back. Good news indeed. This song is still in its early stages. I wanted to add a solo and a bass line. Who knows? Who knows? Let the music guide you. Let's give it a spin. Quality distorted guitar action going in there from his name is Roy Perez. Hello, Mike and Dawn Janice. Good to see you. Yes, his name is Roy Perez and he rocks. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Remember, Sharon is Karen. Sharon is Karen. All that good stuff. Going to keep going here because, as I say, we are over time. Greg Hutto's back. Yeah, I told you that there'd be lots of, old school folks we haven't heard from for a bit here. This is What If is a song about hope for the future, hope for a higher purpose, hope for brotherhood, hope for an end of war. Is it idealistic? Yes. Is it thought-provoking? I hope so. Does it slap? You can tell me with your continued love and support. Thanks. Very cool stuff. Let's give it a spin. What if? Greg Hutto, Your Music Live. For days there from Greg Hutto. If you haven't checked out Greg Hutto's stuff, you gotta do it. Down in the description is where you'll find the link to that one and every other song we've played here on the show today. Let's move it straight along. We'll jump over to the cloud of sound. Any thirsty? Oh, he's back. He's back. Hang on. We got to see if we can get the camel. Let's try and play it. Oh, come on, camel. If you miss, he's not playing. See, this is a great advertisement for why you want to share your music on slaps.com. Not only do we have an ad, we have an ad that's not playing that has completely frozen us out of the song that we wanted to play. So the ad crashed. I wanted to hear the camel again. Stupid camel. Yeah, you're right. All right, and now you just have to refresh the page. The ad goes away and we can play the tune. Anyway, camels aside, Creature says, on the outside is about letting go, reclaiming personal space, and breaking free from a toxic influence. Love it. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music. Camel. creatures. What creatures are they? Probably camels, right? Yeah, right. This may come as a surprise, but Moses loves that wall of sound style, as do I. Good stuff there. New creatures here on the outside. And all I'll say is, why not share on slaps.com? Just saying. You don't have to. But yes, I did enjoy the camel. And we have a new fun little meme here, don't we, with the thirsty camel. It's a thing. It's a thing and a place. All righty. You're welcome. Thank you. Always great to hear from you. Great stuff there. And sorry for all the camel-related distractions either side. This is Bradley McKnight up next. This song is called A While. This song is about looking forward to what the future holds. This song will also be on my debut album, which will be called Walking Into the McKnight. That's right. I love that album title. And will be released later this year. The song also features my music producer, Sam Brad, and is available on all the streaming platforms and stores. Good stuff indeed. Let us give it a spin. It is called A While here on Your Music Alive.
Trying to make a difference, make these people listen. I had to make some hard decisions to separate fact from fiction. Walking into something new, putting things to good use, to part my ways from doom. All these chances consumed. You know I've been thinking that now I know I'm living my best life. You know I'm right. No one's invading my space. You might think it's strange. Well, I guess it's insane. I guess it's all okay. I've been thinking for a while now that I'm not sinking. I'm ready for my final round. All these wasted times drifting away. 'Cause it's a new era, a special place.
A new place, a new time I'm going to. Everything I say, you know I follow through. Every second of the way is gone soon. It's getting so much better when I talk to you. Keeping it the same, but I change how I feel. A whole new spectrum, I need to close the deal. No one's getting close, no secrets revealed. I love the way you keep on creeping to the film. Creeping to me, you want me to leave. I swear I'm not leaving, you wanna keep stealing me. You know where I am.
Bradley McKnight there. Yes, some serious production chops for sure there. Good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, great songwriting, all good stuff. And yeah, it stands out from the mix there nicely. Done it. All right, we're going to continue on. How many tracks we got left? We're nearly at that point that we all love, which is the anti-penultimate, the penultimate, and the ultimate tunes. They are just around the corner. But before all that, we have this one from A Music Maker. This is a song from my new EP, Canvas, available wherever you stream music, recorded and produced at home. Very cool stuff. Let's give it a spin. It is called Sifu Stage 6, A Music Maker, here on Your Music Live.
Bryson.
Very cool stuff. Sorry, I hit the solo button instead of the unmute button on my mic there. Very cool stuff there indeed. Yeah, I love the choice of sounds in there. Very cool stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. That one came to us from a music maker. I love the genericness of the name. Very cool stuff. Jonathan House is up next, and we're going to jump on over there and check out this one. He says, I wanted to write a song that combined two genres, classical and metal. Love it. I created this song over a period of a few months in Logic Pro combined with a Yamaha synth for the guitar sound. It's featured on my new album, Tides. Awesome stuff. Let's jump on over and give this one a spin. Jonathan House here on Your Music Live. It's got that wow factor, doesn't it? 100%. How cool is that? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That was Blitz from Jonathan House, right? Right? Yeah, go check that one out. That's in the description as well. Yeah, true classic rock kind of vibe. That's the thing, like rock music and metal music and classical music, they all go together quite well. Quite well. Yeah, before we get into our penultimate and anti-penultimate and ultimate songs, yeah, so just got back from Sydney. So me and my fam went over there for 4 days. Didn't do a heap of stuff, but did enough stuff. Like it was meant to be a chill holiday for like the end of the school holidays with the kids. So we did go to see Hamilton. So yeah, the stage production of Hamilton, which was awesome. I do love a bit of musical theatre, and that was cool. Went for a tour of the Opera House, which is pretty iconic here in Australia, Sydney Opera House. That was awesome to see. Georgie went and saw an opera at the Opera House. She went and saw The Barber of Seville, which was, she said was interesting. All in Italian, so, you know, always challenging to listen to music in one language for 3 hours that you don't necessarily speak. And I went to the cricket too. I went to see a Sydney versus Sydney game in the Big Bash League here that happened to be a final happening at the Sydney Cricket Ground. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff. I went to Madame Tussauds, or Tussauds, however you say that one, and saw like lots of wax statues. Had a good old time. So, yeah, it's always great to take a little break, and it was good to get away. And thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes of Jade and Thomas and the moderators and everyone who kept the channel looked after while I was not around. All right, we're here, and we're going to dive into our anti-penultimate tune. It is another collaboration. We've heard a collaboration from these two before. This is another one. It's Jaded Soul and Dynamite Throw. Hello, Pete. This is an instrumental collaboration by Dynamite Throw and myself entitled Unsavory Characters. Ooh, mysterioso. Thank you. No, thank you. Let's give it a spin. This is Unsavory Characters here. A wonderful collaboration on Your Music Live.
2, 3, 4. Come on. Let's go.
Right. Two wonderful creators. It's like chocolate and peanut butter. Two tastes that taste great together. Very cool stuff there. This is what the funk I'm talking about. Yeah, funkin' good. It's very funny. Sometimes I rewatch some things I do, and when I say funk, it mishears it. Sometimes the subtitles are assuming I'm saying something else. It's never that. It's always funk. I promise you. Always funk. Yeah, let's get a round of the pause for some funky grooves. Hello to Kristen, by the way, Kristen Kruger. We got KK and KVK together at last. Very cool stuff. Hello to Colourful Energy, who's just dropped on by just right at the end. But that's okay. It's all good. You can catch up on the replay. Penultimate tune. Penultimate tune goes to, again, someone that we've heard from quite a few times, and that would be our old mate Gordon Lee Weaver. Yes, are you ready, Weaver? You are. Let's give this one a spin. This is a lyric video. No household appliances were harmed. Please turn volume knobs clockwise. Clockwise. Thank you. Gordon Lee Weaver, our penultimate tune on Your Music Live.
News spreads round town. New band, new sound. To a land near here, seats snagged, bumped, glad.
Gordon. He's just so original. Like, he does not follow any rules or guidelines or usual chord progressions, and that's what makes it ever so cool. If you'd like to learn more about Gordon and his musical stylings, how he creates all the cool sounds he does, he was interviewed by the one and only Jade Starr recently. So if you, I bet you if you type Jade Starr, I bet you if you just type Jade Starr Gordon, it'll find it. Yep, spot on. So if you type Jade Starr Gordon, there you'll find the Gordon Lee Weaver interview over on Jade's channel, and you can check that one out. Yes, Mark Bray has discovered the new camel emote. It doesn't show up when I show it here, but it does show up for you fine folks. We've got the thirsty camel doing his own thing. Yes, not since Lotto Cat has there been a funner SoundCloud-related meme that has a little bit of fun at SoundCloud's expense. Sorry, SoundCloud. Every time I'm just like, oh, yeah, if you'd like to sponsor the show, I'm like, I don't think I'd ever accept a sponsorship from SoundCloud. I mean, look, you never say never, do you? Maybe SoundCloud rediscover their awesomeness. Maybe they change things. Maybe. But maybe not. Yes, you do need to refresh the page, absolutely, because I've just added it literally 5 minutes ago. Thank you, Thomas, the link slinger extraordinaire. There you go. And Thomas has got the camel going on there. All right, guess what, folks? Yeah, that's going to do it. Speaking of wonderful, wonderful people, slaps.com and DroKid, yeah, these folks here, DroKid, they are the place to go to release your music. If you're an independent creator, an artist, a band, a producer, a label owner, just use DroKid. It's the simplest, easiest, and bestest way to get your music out there to the world. And right now, as you have been able to do for the last 3+ years, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan. And there's really, again, think of all the difference. I know some people say, but subscriptions, Johns, but subscriptions. Yeah, think of your other subscriptions. I bet they're not as valuable as a DroKid subscription. They're certainly not costing you less than $40 a year, are they? No, they're probably costing you $10, $20 a month. And are you getting the same level of value? Are you able to release all your songs to every platform? We're talking hundreds of platforms all around the world. No, you're not. So use DroKid. Trust me, it is the best way to get your music out there to the world. Huge thank you to everyone who shared their music here today. You're awesome. So all the great creators, we had 40 songs on the show this week, and they were all really cool. Very different styles, different languages, different genres, different artists, but all cool. And thank you to everyone who's been here live on the show, or if you're watching on the replay, if you're catching up on the replay, you're awesome as well, because I know not everyone can be here. It's not the most convenient time for everyone. And if you'd like to submit a song for next week's show, there you go. studiolivetoday.com/YML. You can support me as well by becoming a channel member. You get the cool emojis, including the new thirsty camel. And you can also support me by joining up on Patreon. That is going to do it for this one. Yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. We are going to close out with one final tune. It is our featured artist for the week. It is Jonathan Linton, and he has a brand new reggae song. It's called Hypocrisy. I think you're going to really dig this one. Thanks, folks. Be kind to yourselves this week. Be kind to others. Keep creating. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.